try to use technology for many purposes. And also, you need to check national educational technology standard when you use technology. So I will show the educational technology standard. It's called NET, N-E-T, NETS standard. So we go to that NET standard, National Educational Technology Standard. The NETS has like 5 standards. You are the teachers, right? So NETS for teachers. When you use educational technology, you need to check this standard, if you are following standard or not. Check this standard, okay? And I think this one. First standard, facilitate, inspire students' learning and creativity. When you use technology, you need to check if you are facilitate, inspire students' learning and their creativity. And second, design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessment. When you use technology, you always think about you are designing and developing, evaluating students' learning experience. Okay, so you always need to ask yourself these questions. And model digital age work and learning. You as a science teachers exhibit knowledge, skill, and work process representative of an innovative professional in global digital society. Okay, so when you use technology, you need to think about, this is innovative professional representative or not. Okay. And then standard 4, promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility. Okay, so when you use technology, students need to promote it to be digital citizenship and responsibility. And last one, standard 5, engage in professional growth and leadership. Okay? So you need to keep in mind these NETS standard when you use technology. Okay, so follow these steps to use technology in your science classroom, and you know what kind of application you can use in your science classroom. Now I want you to know how to evaluate those software, because out there are lots of educational software. How are you gonna choose which one is the best? When you wanna choose the best software, you need to think about 2 dimensions. Pedagogical, the education, is it educational or technically right? So there are 2 dimensions, pedagogical and technical. Pedagogical has 2 dimensions too, behavioralism and constructivism. Okay. Behavioralism means the software need to centered teacher. Okay, so the teacher can control that that software. So the software is more toward to use teacher based, then you can choose it because behavior assumption, based on behavior assumption, you like to use that, right? So those software is gonna be more on stimulus and responses. That means that software asks students to drill and practice more. So students, teacher just to give this software and ask the students, oh, you just practice with this software. So those kind of software you can choose for students practice. Okay. Based on constructivism, it's more students based. So students can have their own pace when they use this software. Um, this software carrying more multi-intelligence, and each step gonna be evaluated so students themselves know, oh, I know how much this, and then they can go by himself or herself to the next step. So that's the constructivism approach software. So if you like to use those software that students um, can control, yeah, definitely you can use that. Okay. And then I said that there's pedagogical dimension and technical dimension. And the software has good navigation, good presentation, and has more manuals to use. And it has great teacher book and students book. It has good documentation. Then definitely you can choose that software. Okay, so again, when you want to choose educational software, think about behavioralism, constructivism, and technical aspect. So when you check those, these are just a checkpoint. So check these and you give good score on that software, then definitely you can choose that. All right. So you understand how many education software you can use from outside. And of course, there are lots of benefits, but there's some side effects too. And also, I let you know what kind of step you can follow to use technology in your science classroom. Also, when you want to choose some software, you need to check if it is behavioralism, constructivism, and technological, technical aspect. You need to check those things and choose the best educational software for your science classroom. Okay, so I want you to be the best science teachers who can use technology in your science classroom. Next Wednesday, we are gonna talk about assessment. So, chapter 7 from our main textbook and chapter 3 from Hammerman and musical textbook. Okay, so I hope you have a chance to read those two chapters. Have a good week. Thank you.